feel so hard. An alliance slowly forming, like a boulder in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friendly.
There is an eagle flying.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Heavy Friending. We're back. Did you miss us?
I wonder if we sound different to them.
Oh, I bet I sound older and more mature and more worldly.
Because we've aged.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I was going to tell you. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I was just going to tell you you've aged.
You're going to tell me I've aged.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one thing, because I know this is different. We're probably going to talk about some different things. But literally, do you notice my face?
You have new glasses.
You never said anything until I brought it up.
I did
so I guess
say
I'm
something
curious.
earlier. I said you got new glasses when I first saw you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Also, when I first saw you, I tried to give you a hug, and you totally resisted it.
Well, it was
just
weird.
Stiff arm. Why is that weird? I think we're on a hugging level, Joe. I think we are 100% on the level of hugging each other.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt
and then
forced,
I was like,
I think.
And I was really I squeezed you even harder, like, Joe, hug me. And you just did like a little kid who doesn't want to hug his grandma before he leaves.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it was weird because it was forced.
It was weird because
we
you
saw
made
each
it
other
weird.
and you're like, oh, hi. And then we were chatting for a little bit and you're like, oh, wait, I need to hug you.
No, I said, Joe, wait, I haven't seen you. And I gave you a hug. And you made it weird. You could have just said, yeah, and hugged me back. But instead, you had to be withholding. You get off on being withholding. It's very apparent.
No, I was uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable.
You truly felt uncomfortable by hugging me.
It just felt strange. Yeah.
I've held you.
We've never hugged. But what I want to say about the glasses, because it's been bothering me a little bit, is the day I got them, I got brand new glasses. I was so excited. You know, it's like you got a new pair of shoes. You're going to first grade. You're real excited. I had put these things on my face. You know where we wear glasses,
right?
On our faces.
Sure. You could put them other places to like make a joke or be funny or something.
Oh, that actually is a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't do that enough.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, on your butt.
Yep.
Good. But I walk into work.
Oh, no one noticed.
Nothing.
I noticed immediately.
They're so different.
They're so different.
They're
like
a different color.
Shit brown color.
They're shit brown. My old ones
were
black. Dark. Old ones square.
They're a different shape and everything.
These are round. Completely different.
No one noticed.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand.
Is it they noticed and they don't even care enough to just say the sentence?
That's what I was. Okay, so there's I've been trying to map this out.
Yeah.
Is this crazy?
No, I think it's totally normal.
So it's like either they didn't notice, which I don't know if I buy. It's something I wear on my face. Some people actually stare at my face and edit video of me. So you really know what my face looks like, right? So I don't necessarily
And I feel that way
believe
about your voice.
you know my voice very well.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You would notice if I got a implant in my throat.
Yes, if you're like, I want to tell you not to smoke cigarettes, I would be like, something's changed.
Well, I do want to tell you not to smoke cigarettes.
Thank you.
So that's one option. Option number 2, I was thinking they don't like the glasses, right? If someone gets a bad haircut, you might.
How hard is it to just say, "Oh, you got new glasses. I like
That's
it."
what I think. Like, why wouldn't you just exchange a pleasantry?
Yeah.
Or another one I have is they notice the glasses, and whatever their opinion is, they don't like me.
That's probably
if you don't
what
like
it is.
the person
That's
behind the glasses,
probably
you're
what
not
it
going to
is.
mention it.
Yeah.
So that's another. I mean, I'm open
Because they're like, I'm not going to give him a fucking compliment. He's an asshole.
Right. You don't need to, it doesn't even need, it's almost just like, I just want you to acknowledge, I would just go, oh, haircut? And they go,
You've
yeah.
never done that
and you'd say,
for me,
great.
though, or not acknowledged anything. You didn't acknowledge how tan I am.
You don't look tan. So
I feel tan, though. I am tan. My hands, I keep looking down at my hands and go, are these my hands? Because they look so tan.
Well, you also, it's probably similar. Like you maybe I don't know. You look the same. So I was trying to
You
think
did
of an
tell me
excuse.
earlier that I looked older, though.
Well, that was a joke. And
okay.
But that's also probably the tanning
But
process.
I am probably going to get Botox tomorrow now.
What?
But thanks.
No, don't.
No.
No, that's the point is I think you look the same.
Would you ever get Botox for your job?
Oh.
Just to keep it
I don't know
smooth?
if I would need...
I don't know if I would need Botox.
well, man, you know what I would do is maybe...
A little bottom lift.
Yeah, if I could pull this up, that's really what I want to lose.
He's gesturing at his neck.
I want to lose 8 pounds because sometimes I'm doing...
Well, there's some people who
this
gain...
type of thing.
Yeah. That's me all the way.
Let's be bending.
I don't have a real strong jaw either. So for me, it's just like my chin goes into my neck. And it's just how I was born. But like some people, they're heavy and their faces are like really thin. And their bodies are big. Mine, when I gain weight, it goes right to my face first.
I
like,
literally,
whoa.
our stylist at work told me.
Oh, your stylist.
At work, I don't pay for
stylist.
her. The station pays her. Mm-hmm. She's known for being very blunt.
Oh, that's not a good thing to be known for.
So like one of the first things she said, oh, you carry a lot of weight here. And she like gestured at my neck and
Okay, honestly, that is so fucking rude. Who the fuck would say that to someone?
She's
okay. That is
blunt.
So bitchy.
Here's something, we talk about the weight. Obviously, we're talking about weight. Mm-hmm. And
is this our body image episode?
It is. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it is.
Now it is. Because I have something to say about body image.
Okay.
In my industry, it's
our
visual.
industry.
Our industry.
Yeah.
But anyway, and this kind of relates to like the like men being weird. But I have a story that I think shows that men are just weird regardless of whether they're talking to a man or a woman.
Okay.
Because my old boss was a man, and I'm a man. And I was in his office one day, standing, and he just kind of like looked at my legs.
Okay. I think you may have been assaulted.
He looked at my legs and he said something like, he basically said I had big like legs and thighs. I can't remember the exact words. And then he also said like, man, if you like worked out, you could really have like really nice big quads. really big ones. So that's my thing is I think just men don't know. They just don't know what to say.
So you're excusing all of inappropriate male behavior in a workplace. They're just awkward. That's what it is.
What I'm trying to do is start a dialogue
on behalf of men.
that
Thank you.
I just want to show that like men's stupidity knows no bounds.
Man, if you worked out more, you'd have some giant legs. That is the weirdest thing to say to someone.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's saying these things to you.
What do you mean?
First of all, if anyone told me I carried weight in my neck and chin area, I would say that is extremely rude.
Well, this is why I have body image issues and I want to lose 8 pounds. It's because I want to lose.
I just want to say right now, for the record and for the listener, you are not overweight. You do not need to lose weight. You do not carry weight you look nice, Joe.
No, I will say when I moved to Austin, I've seen that's the hard thing about being on
looking
TV every day.
Yeah, I know.
You have video evidence of me
It's like
moving.
They say, I wish I was as thin as the first time I thought I was fat. Because
I see.
It's true, man. Because there's time when I'm so fat and I look at those pictures and I'm like, you stupid bitch, you don't know how good you had it.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to continue that way though for us.
Yeah, well, it's all a downhill.
Yeah.
When you're young.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
Isn't it?
But
you think you know everything.
The thing is, youth is wasted on the young.
It's true.
Is what I like to say.
Yeah.
It's sort of
and we're so disrespectful of old people and of our elders. And
they drive slow.
They do drive slow and they talk about the most boring things, don't they? They always repeat themselves, but we should respect them more.
I was in a confined space with an older gentleman.
Oh, no. How did it smell?
Well, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, I knew it.
He accidentally,
I'm sure. Yeah,
passed gas.
I don't think they care anymore.
No, well, but it was a horrible situation because there's me, a girl, and him.
Yeah,
and it just a little like it kind of was like a sizzler.
Typical.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was it was kind of loose and free.
I like how you're throwing your hand like he
because
threw it at
loose.
you.
It was like
just tossed it your way.
Let's be honest.
It was loose.
Well, what I'm saying is
his rectum, or
a lot.
Probably
a lot has passed through
the years.
I mean, think about you.
But also, you don't know about his sexual proclivities.
And I don't. But think about you. Let's take you, for example.
Sure.
How many times are you...
A day?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me. So that's what I'm saying. Multiply that by this age of this man.
Well, yeah.
So it came out and almost...
It was audible, you're saying.
Yes. And he heard it and we heard it.
Sure.
And almost at the same volume as the itself, he said, "Excuse me."
Oh.
And it was a horrible thing because, he knew he had to say it because we were in a confined space.
He said it with his butt. That's a skill.
I wasn't looking at his face because I didn't want to laugh.
That may be something you'll learn, along the way. It's an adventure. Right?
But then after the fact, I learned that the other person didn't hear it, but she did hear him say, "Excuse me." So I was like,
did she smell anything? So was it smelly?
That was the beauty of it.
Didn't smell.
Is that he owned up to it, and then it didn't smell. Because that was my biggest fear. Is I can't run away because that's a little insulting.
That you didn't want to smell his farts. How dare this man leave the presence of my farts and not whiff them and smell them longer?
Well, that's true. Maybe he should have walked away to spread it. Excuse me.
The area.
Then he gets out. Then we can chat a little bit. Be like, "Did you hear?"
And then the door's shut, and you're just trapped in there with the fart.
This is actually a screenplay that I'm developing. I was just
it all
workshopping
takes place in an elevator. The whole thing.
Well,
that's an interesting idea.
It's a low budget indie flick.
Yep. Just a man.
And I would watch that.
And would you want to play the part of the old man or of yourself?
I'm playing all the parts.
Oh.
So we're going to use
wait, if you could hire any famous actor to play you in a movie, who would it be?
I guess Sterling K. Brown.
Who is Sterling K. Brown?
He's on This Is Us.
Oh, I don't watch that.
And he was on the OJ one.
Oh.
Did you watch that? Mm-hmm. He was, what's his name? Shoot. I only know him by that
David
other name.
Schwimmer from the OJ thing would be better suited for you.
No, Sterling K. Brown was, what's his name? Chris Darden.
Oh. So a nice...
What you need is, the drama. You need someone who can do drama.
Right.
Because that's the realness.
You're drama.
Well, in that situation, I wasn't having fun. I wasn't the jovial.
Your eyes were probably watering too.
I wasn't David Schwimmer in that moment. I was Chris Darden.
David can be serious too now.
Well, he can be. But Chris Darden, I'm Chris Darden in the courtroom. You know what I mean? I'm staring down prejudice. I'm staring down sexism.
You're giving a lot of credit to yourself.
What I'm doing is staring
down
a justice system that isn't serving justice to the people.
The man who farts in the elevator, it's really a metaphor.
That's the white man.
Yeah. Wow.
The white man.
Yeah.
Emphasis on white.
Yeah, he's polluting.
And man.
Wow.
Oh, he's polluting.
Yeah.
And you know who's going to play that white man?
Who?
Donald?
Gary Busey.
Oh, actually,
he would be perfect. Can't you just see him being like, "Excuse me," with those big, nasty teeth?
I guarantee you.
He's done that. That's like autobiographical. You could call it the Gary Busey story.
I bet you're shooting that thing and he's going to be ripping them off left and right.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to do any SFX.
Also, what's going on here?
With your mic stand?
Yeah, what is this?
So, Joe... I gave Joe the shitty mic stand. That doesn't work.
Why? Where's the good one?
Because I don't know where it is. So I haven't been back. I've been gone. Let's talk about my trip. Do you see I'm just
sliding down the chair?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're doing great. Let's talk about my trip a little bit. You know what? Actually, let's take a break. Let's get a word from our sponsors. Because when we were gone, they came rolling in.
We got sponsors?
Oh, man. So many sponsors. We're going to hear from our sponsors after this break.
Multiple.
When we get back, we're going to talk about my trip and what you've been up to since I've been gone.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Today's Heavy Friending is brought to you by our fantastic patrons over at patreon.com/heavyfriending.
Ooh, that was very concise.
Thank you. Should we say any more?
I mean, I don't think we need to. Well,
no, let's do it.
Tell them what Patreon is.
Yeah.
First of all, it's the word patron, okay, with an E in it. Patreon. I think that's kind of like an E, like online type of reference.
Oh, it's like wasn't there
like
pets?
Email.
What was it? Pets?
Sure, I don't know.
What does the E in email stand for?
Electronic.
Oh, so this is electric patrons.
Yes, you guys are on fucking fire.
Yeah. And so, how does it work?
So, it's a monthly subscription. Every month, you can pledge any amount of money you want, and it helps us to create the content that you are listening to now.
And it's so great. We already have patrons, which I am so thankful for some of these people who were willing to do this. But there's different rewards levels too. So if you really like us, you can really get to know us. Yes, you can
get exclusive content. All the little jingles and songs we do can be sent right to your email just by visiting patreon.com/heavyfriending.
God bless you, people.
And God bless the USA.
Welcome back from that break.
That was nice.
It's good
nice
to be
to take a little break. Just take a break, breathe.
I think we agree that the break has been good for us.
Yeah.
We're coming back bigger and better than ever.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Well, earlier, right when we were talking in the break, I was talking about the fact that you seem to be very much affected by the things that people say to you about the way you look.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
How, someone says a comment like that to you. Do you think, how much you thinking about it?
Oh, it sticks with me. It sticks with me forever. And that's healthy, though.
Sure.
Everything that someone says to you should bother you, right?
I mean, I got to say, like the negative, it is crazy that the positive things that people say to us are like in one ear out the other. And then the negative things, you think about it all day. You think about it a week later, a month later, a year later. I can remember some things that people have said to me. And some of them are quite benign. Like some of them are rude, but they're not like anything I should dwell on. They're not that big of a deal.
What, do you have an example?
Well, like one of them, I had a stalker, like a legit, like a guy.
This is weird. You like, well, I had a stalker and then like a big pause.
Do you
want me to say something?
No, I'm going to tell you about him.
Okay.
He was a patron of the gym that I worked at, but
not a Patreon patron.
He's not from Patreon, but if he wanted to be, he could just go to patreon.com/heavyfriending. And pledge any sort of money towards our podcast.
Interesting.
And
then, so if he pledged, you would meet him for dinner?
Let me put it this way. If someone pledges $20 a month to our podcast, I will have dinner with them. But it has to be in Austin. I'm not going to travel to you. You'll have to travel
Who's paying for dinner? Not you.
No, not me, or else
They're
that would
buying
defeat the
dinner?
whole purpose.
So they buy you dinner?
You're allowed to take me to dinner.
So they buy you dinner and they lose $20 a month?
Lose?
Well, I'm just trying
they're contributing to the arts.
I just wanted to be clear because this is all legally binding.
Well, do you want to go to dinner too? Because I'm sure there's some people.
Asking.
I mean,
thanks for asking.
He can take, or she can take both of us to dinner
and buy us both dinner. This seems like a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal if you're a fan.
How about we all go and we pay for we get separate checks?
Okay. Oh, fine. Then
but it
we
can't
have to go
be like
somewhere
it
cheap.
can't be a schmancy place.
Yeah. We'll go to Taco Cabana.
I love Jack in the Box. I have some coupons actually.
Oh, that's so gross. Jack in the Box is gross.
What are you?
What are you?
What are you, a yuppie?
Anyway, I had a stalker from the gym, and he used to bring things to me up there all the time. Like he would bring me gift baskets, and like at one point he brought me these things that look like vials of blood that he told me were vitamins, but I swear to God they were vials of blood. And another
His
time,
blood, you think,
or mine while I was sleeping. I don't know. He's a weirdo. Another time he brought me a recording of his mother talking about me. Like it was he was weird. There was something.
What did his mother say?
Just that Laura, she's so wonderful in her music. It was a lot about my music.
Oh, she's a fan?
So he used to come to all my shows, and he would stand in the very front row, like at the front of the stage, even if there was like no one at the show. It was really weird.
Did you? So my question is, were you tempted to? Because in some ways it's nice to have a fan. It's nice to be worshipped
So you're saying I should have been?
No, I'm just saying, were you
I should have been
tempted
flattered by a stalker?
No, I'm saying,
who
were
made
you
me feel
tempted to
uncomfortable?
take advantage of that?
In what way? Like get things from him?
Right. Some people might be like, oh, I could get a couple.
It's kind of sick how
dollars.
your mind goes. No, what I was thinking
Well,
was,
if I
how
had
do
someone
I
admire
not
me,
get
it'd be
murdered?
great.
How do I not get murdered is how I was trying to manipulate the situation. So anyway, he came to this show that was a private event. I don't know how he found out about it. I don't know how he got there. It was for an art type thing. It was a private event and he got in somehow and it was people like doing wine and cheese and he took a chair and moved it up to the very front, like literally feet from my face.
Yeah.
To the point to where someone eventually had to tell him to leave. So granted, it was a very uncomfortable performance for me.
Yeah.
There was a man whom I thought could perhaps have a weapon on him and was ready to like kill me at any moment, sitting right in front of me while I played my music. And the next day he comes to the gym and has the nerve to say to me, I don't think that was one of your best performances.
Ooh. Well, and he would know, so.
He would know, but
he's been at everyone. He's got.
Exactly. But I was like, fuck you, man.
Well, that's
so
constructive. I mean,
up until that point.
He's being constructive. Okay, so.
It's not constructive if you don't ask for someone's opinion.
Well, it is.
So you should just tell people your opinion of their work unsolicited.
No, you have to. It has to be constructive.
Okay. Well, fine. We'll call it constructive from the stalker.
No, it wasn't.
So I just said, you know what? I said, fuck you. Fuck you, man.
Well, that's a little harsh.
Don't stop showing up to my shows. Stop following me around. Stop bringing gifts up here and leave me the fuck alone.
Well, what about the gifts? I mean, if he wanted more, maybe a couple gifts.
I don't want any gifts because I think they were all like licked and kissed and who fucking knows where they've been, okay?
Just imagine him bringing
they all
like
went into the garbage can.
A field mouse with no head. And he's like...
Imagine him bringing vials that look like they're filled with blood because that's what he did. They were not... I've never seen... Have you ever seen a vitamin that came in a vial that looked like blood to you?
It might have been a potion. I mean, keep that in mind.
That's true. It could have been a potion of some sort.
A love potion. Yeah.
That I wouldn't be surprised with that. But anyway, that sentence, that wasn't one of your best performances from a stalker. Not even really that big of a diss, really. Just it wasn't one of your best. Stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like I think about that. I'm like, oh, it wasn't one of my best performances. Yeah, Laura, it wasn't. There was a weird man, feet from your nose, but I can't. Like I just hang on to it.
And did you, at the time, before he said anything, how did you feel about that performance?
Fine. It was just like a little acoustic show at an art gallery thing. Like,
see, now you're downplaying. A little thing.
But there's
Laura,
different.
Were you
different
your best
performances? I was not my best whilst the man was there.
Okay,
I'll say that.
Do not blame him for this.
I'll
because
say that.
True performers,
they can perform with stalkers watching. Because they always do.
You got to turn it on because who could have been in that audience? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Mariah Carey was there, and then if she's
I have sang for Mariah Carey.
Oh my God.
Well, you brought her up. Just gonna let you know.
I was bringing up.
Another time, one of my friends, her friend, she had told him he was a friend of hers from like high school or something. And she was like, oh my God, my friend Laura, she's like a model. She's so pretty, blah, 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 blah. And then when he saw me,
oh no,
he was like, she looks like a model.
Oh.
Yeah. That stuck with me. And you should have seen what this fucking guy looked like. I let this nasty, because I'm not going to do that and get on his level. I'm just going to say he had no right or business. And I let that little guy make me feel like shit.
Oh,
I remember it affected me.
Yeah, it hurts when people say things. They don't realize words hurt. They look at you and they look at me and they say, wow, they must have it all. You know what? I'm going to bring them down.
Oh, you carry weight in your fucking neck. Ooh, I hope I never meet her. That is mean.
But it is a
because there's no way to take that other than.
It just means I always have to be aware of it. That's the only way.
That's what it sounds like.
Vigilant.
Hey, just so you know, watch it, okay? Like she's doing you a favor by telling you something that you probably already think about yourself.
Honestly, never even occurred to me.
That's horrible.
And now I only see it in the video.
Oh, God, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, but it is weird how sometimes that'll happen with other people too, where, my mom was like, oh, I can't watch Stephen Colbert because of his one ear. Yeah. And then you notice it and you're like, oh, I don't really.
What one ear? See, I haven't noticed that.
I think when his hair's longer, you can't see it as much.
See, because of his one ear.
I think if you Google Stephen Colbert's ear, you would see what's going on.
No, I believe that there's something happening, but why is it so much for her that she can't even watch it?
I mean, maybe she just also doesn't care.
Has she looked at her own children?
What's now I'm more
See,
insecure.
That's a joke. So there's a difference. Like I would never.
Well, that's true. It does matter who it comes from too.
Yeah, and how it's said. Like I would never say something seriously to you. I'm telling you as your friend, your face looks fine. I'm just gonna say I've never seen one of your videos and thought, wow, Joe really carries his weight down low in his chin or whatever. I've never thought that. I think I always am paying attention to how funny you're being and how great the video is.
You know what? That's my America. Well, that would just be us, being appreciated for the content of our character.
Yeah, I agree. That's how you should judge a man.
Or
the size of his dick.
A woman.
Well, judge a man by the size of his dick. Judge a woman by the content of her character. Oh.
Right?
Hey. Well, I don't know. Let me ask you, because I feel like maybe I've asked you this before.
I'd love to be asked
Well, I feel like I've asked you this before and you didn't quite answer it. But do vaginas have different feelings on the inside? Like, can you tell that one's like deeper than the other, or more like a bumpy, or like narrow?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, are you serious though?
Why would you think everyone would be the same?
So you're telling me if you did like a blindfold, you put 3 girls, lined them up.
Oh my God, this is a horrible scenario.
It's probably a porn already though.
No, this is a Japanese game show I think I've seen.
No, yeah, you line them up. You could tell the difference.
Just the phrase "lining them up," I kind of am uncomfortable with.
You take 3 different fleshlights, I guess.
Okay, well that's a game.
That's worse. I don't want to compare women to fleshlights.
Well, but that answers your question right there. There's not just one type of fleshlight. There's different.
I know. I guess I just know that the outside's different. I can see the outside. I've just never been inside of a woman, so I don't know.
Well, that should be an episode of this show.
And I think I may have asked John that before, and he won't answer questions like that.
I don't think he should, and you shouldn't ask him. He's your husband. He shouldn't have to respond to that.
Yeah, I guess, but see, like, that's what I mean. It's like, I guess, like, the difference in size is there, but like,
you're saying texture.
Like, yeah, like there's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That's so mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. I like that, though.
I like it, too.
Well, I just like that I'm my own person down there,
Yeah.
It's unique.
Uh-huh.
That makes me feel good about my body. This is about body image,
This is, I don't like to talk about, the impact of this show, but really, I mean, what we're doing this is maybe the most important.
I'm surprised no one else has had us on to a show like the Van Jones show or
oh my gosh,
something to talk about, just our impact.
Because
on society.
Here's my thing. Bodies, you got different shapes.
Yep.
You got different sizes, different colors. Different textures. We were talking about texture. I mean, so many differences.
Smells
and yet what unites all bodies?
What? Buttholes?
No. But that's one
true.
option.
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah, I guess no one doesn't have, right?
Everyone has one except for the mermaid girl.
Okay. But the one thing that even unites people and human people, and even centaurs, is
our hearts.
No, because
I keep coming up with things though that do unite us.
I guess they're
because
good,
we do all have hearts.
No, but what I was going to say is what unites all these things is they're all beautiful in their own way.
That's true. So you think Hitler was beautiful?
I think in his own way. Was he short?
What about Donald Trump?
Was Hitler
He's
short?
Attractive, right?
In his own way. I mean, many people,
would want to fuck that. Would want to hit that.
If the price is right.
The Price is Right,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying?
I do know what you're saying. Oh, I can't wait till that's
When this episode comes out, that might be
so a couple days.
something.
Wow. You know what? Tell me this.
Please ask me about bodies.
Well, we always say at the end of every episode, do we feel closer or further apart? And I'm not going to ask that question this time because we've been away from each other for so long.
So we're definitely closer because we had nothing. It was ice cold.
Okay, sure.
We didn't really communicate. You maybe sent an email. I was kind of like, what?
Yeah. I couldn't text you because you don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to read an email.
Yeah. Do you feel better or worse about your body after this conversation?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't think you did anything or we did anything, to make me feel better about my body.
I think that I said multiple times that you look great.
You said my face is fine, but no one said anything was wrong with my face. So that was weird.
The woman said that you carried weight
It's not your
in your
face. Your neck here.
Okay, well, that's what I was saying. Your neck
my jowls and my
your
neck.
neck looks
well, you said
fine.
face,
You
and
don't
then
have jowls.
You brought up the face. Now that's sticking with me. I'm like,
It
wait,
looks
why did she say my face looks fine? No one was saying anything else. So yeah, that hurt.
Okay.
How about you? How do you feel about your body?
Well, I found out that my vagina is special. Mm-hmm. Right. So that's a big deal.
And I just want to be clear. I'm not saying your vagina is special. I'm just saying all vaginas.
Sure. Yeah. But if all vaginas are special, then, by default, my vagina is special.
It's just weird when you're like, I learned
that.
Yeah. Like I learned this.
From you, learning that from you.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
It means
Don't phrase
a lot.
it that way.
Well, okay. Well, I'll phrase it however I want. My vagina, my words. Okay. My body, my rights. So, all right.
Okay.
And you know what? I may have gained some weight on my trip, but
here we go.
You didn't even notice because I'm still the same Laura Lee that left. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I'm more worldly and more mature now. Maybe I just know more about everything, and I see myself on this path. And maybe I'm changed in that regard, but I'm still the same me. And I can be 50 pounds more, 50 pounds less, and it's all fine.
Yeah,
although 50 pounds less, I feel like maybe.
Well, I was going to say, I
probably could die. Maybe.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. But yeah, I think the key is just don't overthink it. Mm-hmm. Life is our body, it's a roller coaster. It's up and down.
Yeah.
Let's not be slaves to the scale.
Yeah, I agree. And we say that to you too, listeners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, send us pictures of your bodies.
Yeah,
and I'd love to just take a look at them.
Yeah, I would too. So, and let us know who the picture's for, probably, because that'll probably help us to open the right things.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely vagina pics for me. Joe probably wants to do the dick pics to check those out.
What do you mean?
So
check them
just
out?
Put them toward.
I'm not a medical doctor.
Well, I'd like the dick pics go to Joe, and just vagina pics go to me, because I do. They are special, and I'd like to compare and contrast and see where I fit in on the scale. Yeah. Where do I belong? Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah.
This has been Heavy Friending. We'll see you next week.
It'd be fun if we get enough dick and vagina pics.
To do like a Kinsey scale.
What does that mean?
Like the Kinsey scale of sexuality, but like vaginas. Like,
oh, no.
Starts here.
No, what I was going to say was we could be matchmaker and we could say, this dick goes with this, vagina. Or maybe this dick goes with this dick. These two dicks look like they get
docking.
Along. Or,
have you heard of that?
Or these two vaginas look good. Mm-hmm. So, we could match them up.
Yeah.
That's the next dating app.
What if ours got matched up by accident?
Well, how would yours get in the mix and mine?
I would send one of yours and mine anonymously. And then, don't act like I can't get a hold of one of yours, okay?
Wow.
I'm sure it's easy. You are on a
keep
lot
that
of dating
under
apps.
lock and key.
I've got a feeling I could get one.
I've sent seductive photos where I bite my lip.
Ew, no woman wants a seductive photo of you biting your lip.
They want my dick?
Yeah. No, they don't really want that either.
Now I feel sad again.